I've talked a lot lately about hook knives. But if you're new to spoon carving, and especially if you're on a budget, I actually recommend a gouge instead. There's a few reasons for this. First is just cost and availability. In addition to costing less, a good gouge is also just a lot easier to get your hands on than a good hook knife. Note that qualifier, a good gouge and a good hook knife. There are mass-produced, inexpensive hook knives out there, but I would not call them good as purchased. They're not very sharp, and in trying to make them sharp, it's easy to actually mess them up if you don't know what you're doing. Good gouges, however, can be found at most woodworking supply shops like Rockler and Woodcraft, or you might get lucky and find an antique one like I did at a flea market for just a few bucks. For most people, gouges also don't have as steep of a learning curve in usage and in maintenance. And finally, there's safety. I've heard a lot fewer stories of people cutting themselves with a gouge versus a hook knife, especially these little ones where you cut towards your thumb. Now don't get me wrong, for speed and performance, a high quality handmade hook is the way to go. But if you're just starting out, you'll probably have more success and spend less money with a gouge.